Hi guys, and welcome back to Crystal's Crochet and Stuff. I am Crystal. I haven't been around for a little while. I've been working a lot around our house. We've been doing a lot of renovating and painting, and I actually haven't got that much crocheting done. It's been a while. My arms have been really sore, so I haven't really felt like sitting there crocheting. I've been trying to get some stuff done because today is the last day to enter Durab Creation, her 2019 Amigurumi Create Along. It ends today. I will put the link down below for you to check it out. And then there's Debbie and, Debbie from Happiness, Debbie from Canadian Crocheter and Karen from Happiness is Homemade. Their sprawl ends today as well. So that was the make something for spring, a wearable. I'll post that down below too. You have until tonight to get it in there, so, you know, hopefully you can. I started a project for that. I'm not going to get it finished, but I mean, I'm okay with that. I tried. It's halfway there. If I happen to have time today and I get it done, then great. If not, well, you know what? I had fun. I did enter one entry. It was a sweater that I made for my grandmother. It was like a light, what was it made out of? Oh, it was made out of that yarn. It's not even around anymore. I don't even have it with me. It was that really soft, fluffy brunette yarn. I think it was not velvet. Darn. Latte. Karen Latte Cakes, or the Latte Cakes, or whatever it was. I had a couple of those, so I made her a sweater. And it was like a blue-green, very springy, and it was very light. It was surprisingly light. Anyway, so I entered that in it. So that'll end today. And then I wanted to mention my my crochet make-along, whatever you want to call it. It's for bags, and I will accept baskets. You can crochet it, loom knit it, finger knit it. As long as it's made out of yarn. I just don't want fabric bags. I don't want anybody to whip up one on their, although I don't want that to sound that way. Sewing, I can't do sewing, so I'm not even going to say that. I might have said it like, oh, you know, they can whip out a bag. No, I mean, I just feel like it'd be unfair to have those kind of bags, so I wanted to make it, has to be made with yarn, and then that way it's fair for everybody. You can enter as many times as you want. You have to have, it's one photo per entry. So you can have 100 different bags. As long as you started making those bags May of this year, 2019, until January, till July 2015, July 15th, 2019 is when the cutoff will be. And on the 16th, I will be drawing 2 winners from the finished objects and 1 winner from the chatter thread. So make a bag. If you're planning to make some anyway for the markets this summer, go for it and enter it into my my bag along, and then maybe you'll win a prize. There will be 3 prizes, so you have an opportunity to win something just for doing what we always do as it is, right? We're always knitting or crocheting stuff as it is, so why not get something for it? So I will link all those links down below. Today I wanted to discuss a book that I got. Now, I got this book as a gift from Rosie from Nona's Stitching Lounge. I will put her YouTube down below. I'm still blown away that you sent me this book. It's an amazing book. It is Cuddly Amigurumi Toys, and there are 15 patterns in here. And at the beginning of the book, it is tips on how to make amigurumi and things like that. Unfortunately, I got it at a time when I just started ripping apart stuff, and we started renovating upstairs. So I did do 3 projects. Three things out of this book. I'm going to share them with you now because I finally got the last one. I literally just finished them. So I'm going to do sort of like a review on this book and what I think about it and what I think about the projects that I've done. Now, keep in mind, this is just my opinion. It doesn't matter. It's no, you know, I'm not trying to hurt anybody or make anybody feel bad about anything. The author is, you know, these patterns are great. Would I say this is a book for beginners? Absolutely not. An advanced beginner, yeah. There are maybe 2 patterns in here that you could do if you were a beginner. The rest, you need to have kind of a knowledge of how to make amigurumi. There's a lot of them that are really detailed, so it's a little harder than if you were brand new at making toys. But I mean, you could still give it a whirl. I mean, it's a good book. It's written well. And like I said, I've only made 3 patterns out of here, so I'm only basing this based on the 3 patterns that I've done. But I do love the book. I am going to make everything in here. My goal is to, by the end of the year, have made one of every single thing in this book. So that's 15 projects. So I think I could do it. We'll see. So the first one I did is this one right here. Carl Fisherman and the Small Whimsical Fish. My daughter, God bless her, she thinks it's hilarious when I finish something to take it and never to be seen again. It's in the mountain of toys that she already has upstairs. I can't find the fish. I'm so disappointed. But I did make this stuffy. And I told her she's not to touch the cat until I did this podcast. Then I don't care what she does with the cat after. These patterns are supposed to be done in worsted weight yarn. It actually calls for cotton worsted weight yarn, which I have never done amigurumi in cotton, but I mean, I think it would probably be good. It's probably more durable and you can wash it. But I have a lot of Burnett velvet, a lot of it. I don't know, I went crazy and bought a lot. So I'm trying to use up a lot of that when I make my stuffies. So without further ado, here is Carl, the fisherman. The whimsical fish is missing, but here it is. So the colors are almost true to the colors it calls for. The fish itself, or the cat itself, it has a darker pink ear, which this could be the darker pink, but then the paws are supposed to be a lighter pink. I didn't have a lighter pink, so I just went with this. This is what I decided to do. So here's the tail. You change colors. It's really cool. And then the pockets is where the whimsical fish sits, but like I said, my daughter took it. So this is actually a fairly easy project. I believe it took me roughly in and out, off and on, 2 days to get it done. It's really fun, and I love this yarn because it's so plushy, so soft. This would be a great gift for a younger kid because it's so soft and they're going to want to sleep with it. And oh, it's a beautiful soft toy. And I know I screwed this up. I know. It's not perfect, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not, I'm proud of it. I did a good job. I like it. I think it's great. And look, it has even the claws. Even the claws on the... Anyway, this was the first one I did. Very easy, very fun. This is a good project. I would say an advanced beginner if I was basing it off of anything, right? The next one I did, now as you can see in this book, I have plans to do a lot of them. I had them in order of which ones I wanted to do, and then I went rogue. Just so I could get a couple things done so I could enter in the Amigurumi Create Along, and as well as just to get a few things done of this book. The next pattern I did was Neat Little Nelly the Rat. So I made the rat. That was the next one. And again, it calls for worsted weight yarn. I didn't use worsted weight yarn for this one. I used, again, the Burnett velvet. And here is the rat. Now, you'll notice the front is all goofy. The reason this is so goofy, it's not supposed to look like that. I guess I messed up when I was crocheting, and the decreasing was supposed to happen like a little sooner than it did. So I messed it up. So this is kind of me trying to fix it, but it kind of made it worse. But anyway, it's a really easy pattern. You start from the tail and you crochet the whole tail, and then you change colors here. And then you just crochet the entire body, and then there's decreases, and then there's slight increases to make the face or make the head, and then that's it. And then it'll tell you to, before you get to this point here, to put the eyes on, and then you finish it up, you cinch it up, and then you just go in and out with some yarn to make the point of the nose. I went a little crazy with that part, so I screwed that up. And then you make the ears and the paws. You make 4 paws. So, I mean, this is a beginner-friendly pattern. This is all done in one piece, minus the ears and the feet. This whole thing was done in one piece. This only took me roughly 2 hours to do. It was simple, very, very simple, very, very easy, easy peasy. This one is definitely easy to do. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. It was just something fun and quick. I wanted a quick project. That was a quick project. Now, the very last project I did, I don't want to say I hated it. I did not love it. I did not enjoy it. The crocheting part was okay. It wasn't hard. It was pretty simple as far as amigurumi goes. Nothing major. There was a couple of things that I didn't like about it. Was the part that goes around, you know, I don't know what you call it. I'll show you. Hold on. So the next thing I did, the last project I made out of this book so far, was Starry-Eyed Sarah. So it's the horse, right? So you see the part that goes around the thing and it's green and it goes down this way and it goes up behind the ears. The instructions were not great for that. I couldn't do it. I gave up. I just did a small version of what I thought would work, and I don't care. This one was done. I did this in worsted weight yarn. So here it is. Here is the horse. And as you can see, the parts move. So that might be another reason why I found this difficult. There's the tail, the mane. Whoop, this is the mane. I just did quickly. The ears are a little wonky because it was a lot of sewing. The eyes are cool. I like the eyes. And then the little nostrils, which you can see. I don't know. I like it. And the fact of it's done, it turned out okay. The head's flopping down a little. I could probably try to sew it a little bit better, which I might actually try to get some. I might get some yarn and try to sew it a little better. So all this is done in this. Everything is single pieces. Like it's not one piece. It's all separate. And there's a body and then there's a neck part that you have to crochet separate, which you have to sew on in a wonky way. It was difficult. And then the head is done separate. And again, like I said, I gotta get some yarn and sew it better. The saddle is done separate and it has a button underneath. You can actually untie it and take the saddle off, and this just slides off. You can take the green thing off of this face too, but this is not done right. It was supposed to be done a different way. I just got frustrated and I said the heck with it. I want it done, so I did it. So here it is in all its glory. I've got to fix the head, but yeah, here's my horse. So this one, definitely a lot harder. Maybe it's because it has movable arms and it was frustrating me and it was very difficult. It was not a fun project for me. It was hard. It was definitely advanced, an advanced crocheter. Like I said, the pieces were not hard to do. You had to do surface crochet, I think that's what it's called, for the saddle, to do a brown border around it to make it stand out a bit more. The basic crochet part was not hard. The instructions were good. The part that sucked was attaching the legs. Attaching the neck part was a pain in my butt. And the thing that goes around, you know, the thing you'd hold on to the horse. I can't for the life of me think of what it's called. The instructions are not great for that part. So like I said, I did my own thing. It's not what it's supposed to look like. I did my own thing. So this book is good. I am definitely looking forward to making other projects out of this book. There's a bunny that looks fairly simple. There's a puppy in here that I want to do. I think that's going to be fun. There's I don't know if you see it. Yeah, this one here, teddy bear with a dress. That one I think is going to be awesome. There's also an owl that I want to do and an elephant. Like, I want to do them all. So my goal is to try to get them all done. But I'm going to work on it slowly. I want to get, a friend of mine has asked me to do a bathing suit cover up. So I want to get a couple things done first. So basically, I love this book. I do love it. Okay, the horse kind of made me want to quit amigurumi for a while. it was a little more complex. It's not that it's hard. It's not for a beginner. Nope, no beginners, don't do it. You're gonna get frustrated and possibly like not want to do it. So if you're beginner at making amigurumi, don't do it. Do the cat. The cat was really easy, really well written, very easy. The rat was simple. I'm thinking that the puppy would be easy too, and the owl looks more complex just because it looks like you have to use an extended single crochet or a spike stitch to kind of make the coloring work. The elephant looks pretty easy too. There's just a couple in here that I think would be more hard. The deer, it's got some tapestry crochet to do. The zebra has stripes, so you'd have to switch colors if you're not good at that. But I mean, it relatively, I think these will be easy for anybody to do. So I love the book. I think it's great. The horse, I definitely would say not to do it unless you really want to tackle a horse. I won't be tackling it anytime soon unless somebody wants to pay me to do it. And even at that, I think if I was to do it again, I would probably make the legs fixed to it and I would not have them move with a button. Nope, I'm not doing that again. It was such a pain in the butt. Okay, well, I have a call coming in, so I'm gonna go. Yeah. All right, well, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully be back next week with some works that I've finished. Sorry, I think it was my kid's school calling. Sorry. You know I don't edit nothing. Yeah, it was my kid's school. All right, well, I'm gonna have to go because apparently one of my kids is probably sick. I will see you guys next week. I will start getting back to podcasting a little more frequently and hopefully have a bit more time now that the renovating is slowing down. I want to wish everybody a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful weekend. It is the weekend, so enjoy. Hopefully it's beautiful where you are and you get out and get some fresh air and spend time with your family and friends. All right. Bye, all.